Welcome to part 2 of this Raheem Sterling Football Manager 2016 Wonderkid experiment, where I'm holidaying into the future to see how Sterling gets on in his career on this particular save. Thanks for all the support on part 1. Just like on part 1, let me know any young players you would like me to do in the comment section below, and any popular suggestions I will consider doing in the not too distant future. If you're enjoying these Wonderkid experiments, or just generally my experiment videos, please continue to hit the like button to show your support for my channel. That'd be much appreciated, and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. So I'm going to be holidaying to the end of Raheem Sterling's career in this episode. I've already holidayed 2 years since the last episode. He's now 29 years old and he's broken the 100 cap barrier for England. He's up to 113 caps and 44 goals. Surely he's going to be the all-time cap holder for England, and possibly the top scorer as well. Let's see how he gets on. So he's now worth 50 million, still earning 300k a week at Manchester City. His contract's now been extended once again to 2028. I think he's probably going to stay at Man City for his whole career at this rate. As you can see, a few things have gone up in terms of technical and mentals. They've definitely increased over the years. Physicals, about the same. I think there's been a slight drop off in pace and acceleration, but not much. He's still an exceptional player at the age of 29. Let's see how he's getting on then at Manchester City, competitions-wise, in the last couple of years. So 2023, they won the league once again, and in 2024, runners-up in the FA Cup 3 times in a row, I think, which is pretty unfortunate, to be honest. Yeah, actually 3 out of the last 4 times they've been runners-up. So, in fact, 5 times since the start of this save, they've been runners-up. 4 times, can't count, 4 times, and they've not won it once. So they've been pretty unlucky in the FA Cup, but I don't think they'll mind too much, considering they have won the league 4 years in a row and 6 times in total since the start of the save. Sterling is, wow, he's won so many things with Manchester City, hasn't he? What a player he is. We'll have a quick look at the Man City team, actually, just out of interest to see the sort of players they now have at the club. Otamendi is the captain. They don't actually have a manager at the moment, but this is the team. There'll be a lot of regens in there. Emre Can's in there, Isco's in there, Barbosa, John Stones, Raheem Sterling. Just go down by position so it's a bit easier to see. Dybala, there's a few, and De Bruyne is still there, so there's a few real life players still there. There will be a lot of regens though, like I said. Anyway, back to Raheem Sterling. Has he managed to win many personal awards? Named in the European Champions Cup Dream Team, so he's featured in that, which is great. But I don't think he's ever been nominated. Shortlisted for World Golden Ball. So let's have a quick look at that. You can see the latest winners have been Lionel Messi. Actually, he won it quite a few times in a row, predictably so. Then Bernardo Silva, Paul Pogba, and then Bernardo Silva again. But we haven't seen Sterling in the top 3, unfortunately, so far. So, how's he got on statistically over the last couple of years? He has managed to keep up his decent average rating. He seems to be doing the same rate every year. It's very consistent. This 2 years ago, 22 goals, 10 assists, 7.38 average rating. That's pretty much what he's doing every year now. And the year just gone, not so many goals though. 12 goals, 12 assists, and a better average rating in the league, 7.55, 7.43 overall. Despite the fact he didn't score as many goals, his average rating's better, so he's been a bit more of a team player over the last 12 months, I guess. So how's he done for England? There's still Roberto Martinez in charge. You can see the rankings here. France are currently top, England down in 7th place. Serbia and Romania doing very well. But they have been pretty high as 4th recently. They've never managed to get up to 1st, I don't think. He's the 2nd best player behind John Stones. Perhaps another player we'll take a look at. So I don't want to look at him too much, just to ruin a future video. But let's have a look at how they did competitions-wise. You can see how they did at the 2022 World Cup. Lost against France again. France, England's nemesis at the moment. Got to the 2nd round this time. France won the World Cup this time around. For those of you that watched the Odegaard video, you'll know that already. But let's see how England did in the groups. And they finished 2nd. They only got 4 points in the group with Serbia, South Korea and Ecuador. So not such a great World Cup for them. And then they crashed out against France What was the score? Let's see. I can't see. 1-0. Not too bad, I guess. Let's just have a look at the teams out of interest. Butland's now in goal for England. You can see the French team there, consisting of Paul Pogba. He's their star man. Lacazette's in there as well. Jack Grealish in the England team. So there's plenty of players we can look at in these videos. So just let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure I've given you a bit of inspiration for names now, listing out a few of those players. So back to Sterling. We're going to holiday another 3 years and see how he's getting on at the age of 32 as he comes into the twilight of his career. So here we go. Raheem Sterling at the age of 32 has 56 goals in 151 games for England. Still at Manchester City, but surely he's broken the caps record for England. Marco Laudrup is in charge of England now. Let's just have a quick look at the records. That's what I'm looking for. Wayne Rooney is still top scorer. He's only just ahead of Sterling though. Wayne Rooney managed to get 57 goals in the end. And Sterling surely has the top caps. Raheem Sterling, 151. And he's only 1 goal off Rooney's record. Surely he's going to break that very soon. For a 32-year-old, his pace and acceleration is still pretty nippy. He hasn't really dropped off yet. I think he's still got a few years in him if he chooses to play on for the next few years anyway. So over the last 3 years, how has he done for Man City? Once again, average ratings very good, if not better. In fact, I think we've got 2 of the best average ratings in here. 15 goals, 9 assists, 7.61 average rating, and then a 17 goal season with 9 assists and 7.46 before an 18 goal season with 13 assists and 7.63 overall average rating. I think that might be his best yet overall. Yeah, 7.63. I don't think he's beaten that. So achievements wise, surely he's won quite a few things with Man City once again. Let's see. So they were runners up. England were runners up in the International League once again. They've won the Premier League once. He's won the Champions League properly this time, actually played in the final. They managed to beat, let's see, Dortmund in the final, and Roma beat Porto in the most recent one. We saw him win the Club World Championship again and the Premier League. So they've only lost 1 of the last 7 Premier League titles. Chelsea sandwiching all of those. Sunderland second this season. Amazing season for Sunderland. Here's his personal awards. He won the Supporters Player of the Year this season, which is good, considering John Stones has been doing very well. Shortlisted for World Golden Ball again. I don't think he's featured in the top 3 still, though. No, unfortunately not. Maybe World Player of the Year. Don't think so. Nope. So, yeah, it might be in the World Team of the Year, but I don't think I saw that listed, unfortunately. But still, he's had an exceptional career with Manchester City. Just hasn't quite managed to get to the level where he's broken into the real elite, the best 11 or the top 3 players in the world. Ooh, so this is interesting. He's now 35 years old and he's at Sunderland. However, his England career kept on going. 69 goals in 181 games for England. That is incredible. On the other save that I did, I think he got over 180 caps as well. A few more than this, I think, but scored less goals. Was still top scorer for England. I believe he must be top scorer for England. AVB is now in charge of England. Is he still in the? He's actually the best player for England currently, at the age of 35, which is quite amazing. Now Sunderland had done really well on this save. Remember, maybe that's down to Sterling as well. But let's have a look at what am I looking for? I'm looking at records. That's what I'm looking for. So Raheem Sterling is the all-time top goal scorer with 69 goals, and he's also the most capped player, as you would expect, with 181 caps. That is ridiculous. He's turned out to be basically the best ever England player, which is amazing. That's how he is rated on the game. He's turned out to be a world-class talent and England's greatest ever player. So he moved to Sunderland for 2.1 million this season after another 2 seasons with Manchester City, 1 season with Manchester City, 7.49 average rating in the league, 7.58 overall, but Sunderland decided to come in and Man City accepted because I'm not really sure why actually. I mean, he must be a club legend at Man City, but I'm guessing they thought it was time to let him go. Maybe he wanted a different challenge. Maybe he wanted to try it out at Sunderland. Let's look at the Legends list. And surely Sterling is... Yeah, he is on there. As you would expect, he's on the Legends list after many, many seasons with City. So what's he managed to do in the last couple of years then? So competitions-wise, they finished... Oh, England finished third in the Confederations Cup. That jumps out. He won the Club World Championship. No, going back too far there. He won the Capital One Cup. That's it. That's all he's won since the last update. And awards-wise, probably hasn't won a huge amount. Top goal scorer, third place in the Confederations Cup. Once again named in the European Champions League Dream Team. He's been shortlisted for the World Golden Ball once again, but I don't think he's in the top 3. No, he's not. Some regens starting to come in there. They look pretty funny on this game, I must say. They're more realistic, but still, they're probably creepier in a way. So Sunderland managed to finish 5th this season. Newcastle won the league, though. You may remember that from the Odegaard experiment. And City didn't even get in the top 3 without Sterling. So maybe... In fact, they finished below Sunderland. Wow. So Sterling's done the right thing there. He's gone from Man City, who finished 6th, to Sunderland, who finished 5th. That's quite bizarre, actually. Very well done. Slaven Bilic is in charge of them. Sterling's not the key player. Just going to compare him against the rest of the team. You can see he's the 3rd top scorer. Average rating wise, he was 2nd. So he's done pretty well in his first season with Sunderland. I'm going to holiday until he's retired, and then we'll see what age he actually goes on to. So I've only had to holiday one more year because I checked in 2032 and he's vanished off the game. So 2030-2031 season was his last year on the game. So he's retiring at the age of 36. He's actually managed to get a few more caps and goals for England. 70 goals in 189 games for England. That's how he's ended his career. Didn't play as many games with Sunderland this year. 14 starts, 13 sub appearances, 6 goals, 5 assists, 6.92 average rating. Definitely his lowest average rating. But you can see here his physical attributes have been obliterated. They've really dropped. Technically and mentally, still a very good player, but I guess because of his physical attributes, he's decided to retire. So overall, if you want to have a quick look, we can just look at the competitions there, but he didn't add to anything, unfortunately. But biography-wise, this is his biography. You can have a quick read of that. But wow, what a player he is. He's a really good player on the game. If you ever manage Man City on the game, you've got a star player in your hands, and maybe if you do have the fortune of having enough money to sign him, then you've got a world-class talent on your side. And maybe if you can manage to get Sterling to beat 189 caps for England, let me know, because that is an incredible record. It really is. Anyway, thank you for watching this part 2. Please hit the like button once again if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out my other videos on my channel if you haven't done so already. And let me know some Wonderkids or young players you would like me to do a video on in the comment section below, or any other experiment ideas that you have. When I get the editor, when FM16 is properly out, I'll be doing lots of creative experiments for you. So I hope you're looking forward to them. I'll see you very soon, guys.